Hello and welcome. It's such a delight to have you join us on yet another interesting edition of Sports This Morning. We're reaching you live from our Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakwa, and thanks for joining us once again. On the program this morning, Nigerian football, today is the final day of grace that FIFA has given to for the reinstatement of the Aminu Megari board of the Nigerian Football Federation. Reports coming out of Abuja say there's been an agreement to withdraw the suit filed against the Nigerian Football Federation at High Court in Jos by owner of Nembe Football Club, Mrs. Ebiakpo Baribote. We'll connect to Abuja later to find out more. Former AC Milan manager Massimiliano Allegri has confirmed he's looking forward to the new challenge of being in charge of Juventus after replacing Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte made a surprise announcement that he was leaving Juve on Tuesday after winning 3 straight Serie A titles during his 3 years in charge. In basketball, Miami Heat's coach Eric Spoelstra says there's no hard feelings towards LeBron James after the former MVP left the club. Speaking for the first time since James announced that he would leave the Heat to return to Cleveland Cavaliers, Spoelstra says he was surprised by the decision but knows that nothing lasts forever in basketball. Spoelstra and James won 2 NBA titles during that 4-year run. Spoelstra says he was happy with the time they spent together, but acknowledged that James' choice to return home to Ohio and rejoin the Cavaliers was best for the player. At the Tour de France, Frenchman Tony Galopin continued his successful Tour de France campaign by riding to a late solo victory on stage 11 as Vincenzo Nibali retained his overall lead. 2 days after spending a stage in the yellow jersey, Galopin attacked out of a lead group of 4 riders 2.7 kilometers from the finish line in Oyonnax and hung on to win by just a handful of meters end. So that's it, sweet victory for Galopin there. So much to talk about this morning on the program. We invite you to be part of it. We'll go on a quick break now. We'll come back. We'll establish connection with the Nigerian Football Federation in Abuja to find out the latest on the FIFA suspension. Sports This Morning on Channels Television. Don't go anywhere, right back. Stay. Welcome back. It's Sports This Morning on Channels Television. If you're just joining us today on the program, we're taking a look at issues in Nigerian football. And of course, we'll talk a little bit of basketball, Tour de France, talking about cycling, and of course the latest football transfer news that we have for you. Remember, you can be part of the show. Yes, you can. Your questions, comments, and suggestions will be entertained on the program this morning. On Twitter, we're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. Questions, comments, and suggestions as regards your exciting world of sports. We will entertain them this morning on the program. Okay, let's quickly take a look at what's going on with the issues in Nigerian football. There seems to be some good news as the case that has been taken to court. There's been an agreement that it should be withdrawn. I'm being joined live now via telephone from Abuja, the head of communications Nigerian Football Federation, Ademola Olajire. Good morning, Ademola. Good to have you with us on the program.
Good morning, Austin. It's good to be on the program this morning. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Nigerians will be excited. News reaching us says there's been an agreement between, should I say, the warring factions to, accept the peace flag and withdraw the case. So it means we might just be escaping that FIFA suspension. Tell me more.
Thank you very much. I can say that, yes, the court order was vacated last night in Jos, and a letter is being communicated to FIFA with the order vacating the earlier order judgment. So that is where we are. A letter will be written to FIFA this morning, conveying the order that has been vacated, and that is what FIFA actually has been talking about. So expect a response from FIFA once they get the letter, because on our part, we have not, stopped work. We have made preparations for the under-17 boys to travel to Kinshasa. They have an African under-17 championship qualifying match against the Democratic Republic of Congo in Lubumbashi on Sunday. So we are expecting action on all these matters so that the under-17 boys can go, and of course the under-20 girls who are going for the FIFA under-20 Women's World Cup in Canada.
Busy calendar here for football, I must confess, and with this suspension, it's no good. But Ademola, tell me, the crisis in the Nigerian Football Federation, is it over?
Definitely, one step at a time. We believe that the court order has been the big issue. Now that the court issue is out of it, every other thing can be resolved. It's a big family. The football family is a very big family, and it's only one objective that we are all pursuing. The one objective is to take Nigerian football to higher heights. So all the disagreements, all the objections, of course, have been towards how to lift the game, and we believe that with the court order out of the way, every other thing can be discussed and deliberated upon and resolved.
Tell me, how confident is the Football Federation that the response we receive from FIFA will be positive?
Thank you very much, Austin. We are law-abiding member of FIFA. We abide by the FIFA-approved statutes. We have our own statutes is approved by FIFA, and we are following those statutes. And Nigeria is a big footballing nation in the world, and we realize, of course, that football has replaced warfare as the tool for international countries, to engage in superiority battles. So Nigeria is also one of the very few countries in the world that take part in almost all FIFA competitions. And in Africa, we take part in all the CAF competitions. And CAF and FIFA, they realize this. They have what we can call absolute regard for Nigeria, and we believe that we, having done what they helped us to do, they will go ahead and leave the suspension so that our teams can be free to take part in international.
That's what we want. That's what every Nigerian football fan wants. Ademola, before I let you go, let me give you this for the road. I keep hearing from the National Sports Commission that the NFF needs to do the needful. What's that? And have you guys done it?
Very good. The needful is what FIFA is asking for. The needful, of course, is what FIFA said. Take the matter out of court and reinstate the Amino board. And that is what has been done as we speak. So we believe that with the letter that we are writing to FIFA concerning all this morning, the response will be definitely positive.
That's it. Thank you so much, Ademola Alajire, for speaking to us this morning on the program.
It's a pleasure always, Austin. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's it. Ademola Alajire is the head of communications, Nigerian Football Federation. You see, I'm smiling, and I'm sure a lot of football fans are also smiling. Not just football fans, the four cornets, members of that team, they will be jumping now. The girls, hopefully, if the response from FIFA is fine, they will be heading to Canada for the Under-20 Women's World Cup. And of course, not forgetting the Golden Eaglets gets ready for that qualifying game in Kinshasa against Congo Democratic Republic. Charles Salam, good to have you on the program. Yeah. And good news coming out of Nigerian football.
Yeah, definitely welcome development. If we look at it very well, and the process has really started now, and Nigerians can look forward to FIFA lifting the suspension on the country. The case now has been taken out of court, and we're waiting for the NFF board led by Aminu Maigari to be re-elected, to be reinstated today. Then we'll wait for FIFA to give us a favorable response. And
then after getting that favorable response from FIFA, all Nigerian football needs to do is ensure some stability.
Yeah, but then it seems we're finding it very hard to actually get us stability in Nigerian football. It's not been a very good one at all. But like I said, it looks like this NFF board has really run its course. I think it's just obvious they want them out. And re-election time is in August already. That's where it has to be done. there's a process behind everything. You have to follow the right process. And when your election time comes around, then if they've not done well enough for the country, then let them be voted out. If not, let them be brought back in. Yeah. Not just a kangaroo way that we did that brought us the suspension in the first place.
That's it. Call it shame if you want. I would agree. So that's it. Issues in Nigerian football giving us reasons to talk sports this morning. I want to listen to you. Yes, you, that football fan in Nigeria. What's your take with all of these issues in Nigerian football, particularly after every major tournament, talking about the World Cup, we get to, hear all sorts, issues in Nigerian football. Let's talk about it this morning as we try to profile solutions that will ensure that we don't get this FIFA's hammer all the time. On Twitter, with channels_sports. On Facebook, with channels-sports. And Tayo, that's what the NFF should be thinking about doing now, election or no elections. Good point you raised there, but I just want to go back to this whole government interference part of it. The government are the major backers and the major sponsors of Nigerian football, so you can understand sometimes that we want to have a say in it. They put a lot of money in it as well. So I'm thinking the ball is in the court of the NFF now. The stories we heard yesterday about the government actually withholding huge amounts of money that was supposed to be their monthly income that comes to the NFF. They're holding that back now. So if they don't get that money, how will the NFF run its affairs? So that's one issue they really need to sort out now. Let's say, for example, the ministry are really they're really bent on actually getting them out. They don't give them that money. What's going to happen to the national team? What's going to happen to the Falcons that want to travel? All those other issues then, it's a whole lot of, it's a big problem for the country, and the NFF really needs to sort that particular aspect out where they depend solely, almost exclusively on the sports ministry to actually supply them money. Hopefully this is the last time we're going to talk about this issue, because we want to just talk about the play, the action. That's what sports is all about. Let's take issues out of it, even though we know they are inevitable. So that's it, sports this morning on Channels Television. We're done with issues in Nigerian football. We want to talk about other things, but let's go on a quick break now. When we come back, do you know that the British Golf Open is the oldest golf championship? This year, it's the 143rd edition, and Tiger Woods, looking towards winning a major title since 2008, will be taken down seriously. We'll talk about it when we return. Stay.